Good day everyone, I'm Marnelly and today we will solve problems in corporation accounting. Dahil kailangan. Charot. So let's start. Problem 1. Pen and Paper Company began operations on January 1, 2020. Authorized were 100,000 ordinary shares of 100 pesos par value and 50,000 cumulative preference shares of 10% 100 pesos par value rather. The following transactions involving shareholders' equity occurred during the first year of operations. So before we answer some problems, let's first read the requirements. First, journalize the above transactions. Second, prepare a shareholders' equity section of the statement of financial position as of December 31, 2020. Let's begin. January 1. Issued 10,000 ordinary shares to the promoters in exchange for land valued at 2,500,000 and services valued at 500,000. Then, there's next. The property had cost the promoters 1,800,000 3 years before and was carried on the promoters' book at 1,500,000. So, what will be the journal entry? So, sinulat ko na to para medyo mabilis tayo. So, ano yung magiging entry natin? What will be the first entry? First is the land and services. We will debit land and for the amounting of 2,500,000. Next, services. Services ba yun dapat kong ilagay? The answer is no. We have other term than services, and that is organization expense. And that amount is 500,000. And we will credit ordinary shares. On what amount? 10,000 ordinary shares times 100 pesos par value. Bakit sa 100 pesos? Kasi nga, ordinary shares is always measured at par. That's why we will use 100 pesos. 10,000 times 100 is equals to 1 million pesos para makuha natin yung amount ng ordinary shares. And then, next, total na balance na ba sila? Di ba hindi pa? So, we will use the entry share premium. Share premium on what amount? 2,500,000 plus 500,000 is equals to 3 million. Minus 1 million is equals to 2 million pesos. So, tapos na ba yung entry natin? Yes. Paano po itong the property had cost the promoters 1.8 million 3 years before and was carried on the promoters' book at 1.5 million? So, we will just simply ignore that sentence. Why? 3 years pa yung mga nakaraan din na dapat binabalikan. Chos. Proceed na tayo sa February 20. Issued 15,000 preference shares for 120 pesos per share. The entity paid 50,000 to an agent for selling the shares. So, sa problem na to, sa February 20, nag-issue tayo ng shares, ng preference shares. So, ibig sabihin, may papasok sa company. Yun Kaya, anong tawag natin doon sa papasok sa company? Kasi nga, nag-issue tayo ng share. That is cash. On what amount? So, let's compute. Sabi rito, issued 15,000 preference shares for 120 pesos per share. So, 15,000 times 120 pesos is equals to 1.8 million. So, yun ba yung amount ng cash na mapupunta sa company? The answer is no. Bakit? Kasi nakalagay dito, the entity paid 50,000 to an agent for selling the shares. So, ibig sabihin, i-deduct natin yung 50,000 kasi ibinayad natin yun dun sa agent na nagbenta ng shares. So, let's deduct minus 50,000. So, 1,750,000. Yan ang magiging amount ng cash. Then, we will credit preference share. On what amount? 1,500,000. Wait, saan galing ang 1,500,000? 15,000 preference shares multiplied by 100 pesos par value. Bakit minultiply sa 100 pesos? Bakit hindi sa 120? Yun yung nakalagay sa problem, 120 daw. Kasi nga, lagi tayong nagme-measure sa par value. So, yun ang susundin nating amount. So, 100 pesos times 15,000 is equals to 1,500,000. Sorry dun sa kanina, medyo nagkamali ako ng sulat, pero na-move ko na naman siya, so sorry naman. Then, balance ba siya? Di ba hindi? So, what will we do? We will use the account share premium. On what amount? 1,750,000 minus 1,500,000. Balancing figure lang. So, alam na natin yan. And, huwag natin kakalimutan, lagyan siya ng tanda na siya ay preference. Kasi, yung share premium, it's either ordinary or preference share. Bakit itong share premium hindi ko nilagyan ng ordinary? Kasi, pag wala namang binanggit, it's automatically ordinary share siya. So, pwede nating lagyan ng ordinary, pwede rin naman natin hindi lagyan. Kasi, it means ordinary siya. Pero pag share premium, kailangan natin lagyan ng tanda na siya ay preference. Kasi, mas kilala kasi ang ordinary kumpara sa preference. Sold 25,000 ordinary shares for 260 pesos per share. Issue cost amounted to 200,000. Sabi dito, nakabenta tayo ng share na may 260 pesos per share. So, what will be the entry? Again, we will debit cash. Bakit? Kasi nga nakabenta tayo. So, meaning may matatanggap tayo cash. On what amount? 6,300,000. Bakit 6,300,000? Yung 25,000 ordinary shares, minultiply natin sa 260 pesos. And the answer is 6,500,000. Bakit 6,300,000 lang yung nakasulat sa akin? Yung total naman pala 6,500,000. Kasi sabi dito, issue cost amounted to 200,000. So, i-deduct natin yung 200,000. Question, bakit i-deduct natin yung 200,000? Because issue costs are expenses or expenditures. Yan yung mga, nandyan yung mga registration fees, accounting fees, underwrite commissions, at marami pang iba. That's why, dinidak natin yung 200,000 kasi nga, expenses siya. And then, we will credit ordinary shares. Ordinary shares. On what amount? 25,000 times 100. So, 2,500,000. Bakit 2,500,000? Paulit-ulit na tayo. Sinasabi ko, ang ordinary shares is always measured at par. That's why, 25,000 ordinary shares multiplied to 100 pesos. That's why, the total is 2.5 million. Di ba hindi pa sila balance? So, gagamitin natin yung account title na share premium. So, balancing figure lang, 6,300,000 minus 2,500,000. 3,800,000. Tapos na ba? Yes, tapos na. So, April 1. Sold 20,000 ordinary shares under share subscriptions at 350 per share. No share certificates are issued until a subscription contract is paid in full. No cash was received. So, sabi dito, nakabenta raw tayo ng ordinary shares under share subscriptions at 350 pesos per share. Ano ba pag sinabing share subscriptions? Ibig sabihin yan yung mga subscribers or yung shareholders wannabe na gusto maging part ng corporation, kaya lang wala silang pambayad pa. Kumbaga wala pa silang perang pambayad. Pero hindi porket naman hindi ka bayad, hindi ka na part ng corporation. Magiging part ka pa rin ng corporation, yun nga lang, iba yung benefits pag bayad ka na, pag fully paid ka na. Then, no share certificates are issued until a subscription contract is paid in full. No cash was received. So, hindi ka daw i-issuehan ng certificates na, kumbaga na nabayar. Kasi yung certificates na yun is proof yan na bayad ka na talaga. Na pwede ka nang makatanggap ng ibang benefits like yung mga dividendo. Then, no cash was received. So, dahil nga subscription siya, share subscription siya, subscriber siya, na hindi pa bayad, so wala tayong natanggap na cash. Mas maliliwanagan nyo, mas mapapaliwanag pa ng maayos yung ibig sabihin ng share subscription pag pinanood nyo yung lecture ni Sir sa YouTube account niya. YouTube name niya is Sir Win Accounting. Mas mapapalalim niya pa yung knowledge niya about share subscription. Kasi ngayon, nagsasagot lang tayo ng problem, so hindi ko pwedeng ipaliwanag lahat. So, what will be the entry? Dahil siya ay share subscription, gagamitin natin ng account title na subscription receivable. Bakit subscription receivable? Dahil nga, ito yung hindi pa bayad. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong receivable from the subscriber. So, what amount? 7 million. So, bakit 7 million? 20,000 ordinary shares times 350 is equals to 7 million. So, yan yung receivable natin kay subscriber. Then, what is the next entry? Or account title?